Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you've wanted him, you've craved him. You basically wanted another video. And while he didn't finish uploading the Answering Your Questions Part 2, here he is. It's Steve Pulaski, a.k.a. Front Row Steve. Don't remember how to do this. Is it here? Do I up against here? I should have done a rehearsal. Anyway, hey guys, what's going on? It's Steve Pulaski, aka Front Row Steve, and I'm back again after such a long absence. I'm back. Let me just explain to you guys what happened before I get into anything. One, I hope you guys like the new set. The corner is that away. You go right down there, and my old set's right here. But I decided, this is my same room, but I decided to move these two big, bulky black shelves of the Blu-rays and the horror movies here, just so I can, so it looks more like a movie room. And I think I should have did this in the time of Movie Central, but can't win with everything. But, before I get into anything, I just want to explain two things. One, if you haven't seen Mike and my short film, Movie Central, definitely check that out. I'm going to turn that in for a grade on January 6th or 7th, and I'll tell you guys what I got on it. So that's a film for class. But, I wanted to get in and say, though, I'm sorry I did not finish uploading the Answering Your Questions. There was one more part, and I think it was like 8 minutes or something. I'm not really sure, but it wasn't that big of a part. I will upload it eventually, probably sometime over this winter break. But the thing is, though, here's what's going to happen. You guys probably are not going to believe this, but, well, I sort of lost interest in making YouTube videos for a brief time, and at that same time, my laptop battery went dead. It just died. It was just like, boom, I don't want to work. And that's the thing I upload all my videos on. So we got a battery, and then guess what? It wouldn't charge. So there was a charger that didn't work as well. So I'm like, can you believe that? So I had to buy a new charger and a new laptop battery. But it was worth it because now my laptop's up and running. Oh, and then I just want to say the one thing, though. After we bought the laptop and charger, after we bought the battery and the charger, I couldn't find the wireless network. I called my friend to help me do it, and all he said I had to do was push this button. So it's like, what a pain in the ass. But after 2 weeks without my laptop, I'm back, full force, Front Row Steve, Season 4, kicking off right now, debut episode. Let's do this. I want to talk about Survivor. And it's on a Monday, I know, Front Row Steve is not on a Monday. It will start, the new trend will start next Friday. So the first Friday in January is when we're going to start doing some more Front Row Steve. So let's get to it. Front Row Steve, Nicaragua. So, Survivor Nicaragua just wrapped up yesterday, and 21-year-old Judd Fabio Berza won Survivor, the $1 million and the title of Sole Survivor. Was that a good move? Did he fail? Was he the right contender? Well, I'm here to analyze it for you. I always do a Survivor video. I always do like something to commemorate with Survivor's ending or the season or whatever. I just started doing it last season with Heroes and Villains. But, yeah, I really didn't talk about this season too much. I talked about it on the forum, the Survivor forum, which is a great place to go. I talked about it a little bit on my channel, but not too much. So, I'm going to go into it. Survivor Nicaragua was the 21st season of Survivor. It was shot in San del Sar, Nicaragua, I believe. And 20 castaways, and it paired young versus old. The one highlight about this season was it had 67-year-old NFL coach Jimmy Johnson on it. Jimmy Johnson was voted out third, and he was a member of the old tribe. It pinned 10 youngs against 10 old people, and that's what made the season so efficient. The problem is they didn't utilize it enough. They merged too early. They merged like a quarter of the way through, and it didn't even do justice. It sucked. That's what made the season. That's what part of the way ruined the season. Now, for favorites. Alright, let's see who I liked. I like Shannon, but he was second voted out. I like Tyrone, he was fifth voted out, I think. I liked Marty. I liked Chase starting out. I liked Chase, but I started out just not liking him. Sash was alright, didn't love him. Fabio was my man. Fabio was the one that I did love. I did love immediately. Once I saw Fabio, I fell in love. I was like, I'm gonna love Fabio. He is my guy. He gives us blondes a good name. And I don't know. I just found, like, I just found like solace in this guy. I was just like, he's gonna be my favorite. Jane was cool too. Holly I didn't get much into, but those are my favorites. So we got Shannon, Tyrone, Marty, Fobbs, and Jane. Those are the 5 I liked. Shannon was second voted off. Tyrone was 5th. Marty was 14th, I believe. Marty was 14th. Then Fabio won, and I think that, and Jane was 6th. Was the final 6th, but then she got voted out. So that really sucked. But the thing was, the 2 people on that show, Marty and Shannon, they were the best of the best. They were the best on that show. They wanted to follow in the paths like Survivor veterans, Russell, Rob. They wanted to get rid of all the girls. And that's what I applaud them for. The problem is they didn't go about it in the right way. Shannon got voted off too early for being too bossy, which I would have voted him off too. And Marty, the problem with Marty was he was trying to be too cocky. He was trying to be like the dictator. He was trying to be like the... Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I got this weird problem. I got new lights in since back of this DVD shelf's really dark. It would have fucked up the lighting, so I have big lights on me right now. And for some reason, like, bright lights make me yawn a lot. I don't know. I'm fucked up. Marty, though, Marty would try to make a big move, but it would just... while it did work, though, he acted like he was almost too big of a move. It was like, yeah, I'm so big. Fuck, I'm gonna do this right now. But, he dug his own grave. But, let's go with the final 5. Sorry. Let's go with the final 5. We got Dan, Holly, Chase, Sash, Fobbs. Final 5. First of the 5 voted out. That was Dan Lembo. He was around in his 50s or 60s. He was a New Yorker, and he was pretty cool, but he was worthless. I mean, I'm glad he went too far, but I mean, he wasn't a threat, so I mean, it was like keeping dead weight. 4th voted out was Holly. Holly was alright. I mean, the thing was, though, she was like an addict helping an addict. She wanted to quit. Jimmy Johnson helped her through it, and that's why she stayed in as long as she did. Then she tried to talk to Nyanka and Kelly, Purple Kelly, to try and make them not quit, but they still did. And as far as people I hate on the show, I didn't like Wendy. I didn't like Nyanka. I hated Nyanka. Nyanka was the worst on that show. I mean, she was annoying. I can't believe she's still a teacher. That is just ridiculous. I mean, she's arrogant. I didn't like Kelly Bruno, even though she had that prosthetic leg or whatever the hell it was. I wasn't too fond of her. I was like, I don't like her as a person either. And the thing was, though, with that leg, I'm glad they got her done when they... I mean, I feel bad for people like that, but I really did feel not really sorry for her, but let me just say, though, I'm glad they got her out early, because if they didn't get her out early, she would have got the sympathy vote. We all know what the sympathy vote is. Those are pretty much the ones I hate, though. Then, final 3. Then we got Sash, Chase, and Fabio. Those were the 3. Sash, I started out saying, I started to appreciate Sash towards the end, just like I started to appreciate Jane toward the end. I was like, Sash, I'm kind of liking you. But the problem is he cut too many alliances. And just like Russell screwed up in Heroes and Villains. He made way too many alliances. That's the thing. Sash and Russell both forgot that the jury controls who wins. That's part of the Survivor that really makes it hard. Because Fabio went about it in a perfect way. It's hard to vote people out of this game and still get liked for the jury vote. You have to make sure you know who to keep. But how are you going to keep them if you want them out of the game and give you a good jury vote? Fabio did the right thing. Fabio already had enough people that he would vote for by the time it was the final 5. He already knew that Marty and not Nyanka, Kelly B would vote, or Kelly Shin would vote for him. He already knew that. He had enough votes. Then, as the alliance started breaking, then he knew that Holly and all those other people would vote for him at the end. Now, Sash cut too many alliances, and the thing with Sash is, though, he played it by ear throughout the whole thing. Russell knew what he was doing from day one. I mean, the only problem was the finals, and I thought Russell got incredibly robbed. He was the right choice to win, and I could see why he was pissed. Then we got Chase. Like I said, Chase, I didn't like. I thought his song was good during the reunion, but Chase was just not my guy. I mean, Chase was like one of those guys where it's just like, whatever. If you wanted to sing and you wanted to be a singer, go on fucking American Idol. Do not go on Survivor. That's the thing. That's the thing I said. So I was like, you know what, go on American Idol if you want to sing. I mean, Fabio, though, did it right. I like him because he's goofy, he's silly, he's an easygoing guy, he's kind of like myself, he gives us blondes a good name, and, you know, he proved that you can be a slacker but still win a game. He's the youngest winner, and I like him. So that's pretty much Survivor Nicaragua in a nutshell. I mean, I thought the whole season, a lot of people saying this finale was bad, or this whole season was bad. I'm going to say this, though. I'm going to say it wasn't a great season, but the thing is, after coming off of 2 Russell seasons and a Heroes and Villains season, after coming off both those seasons, like it was just constant fighting, bickering, blindsiding, and alliances, this and that and this. The first Samoa was excellent because of Russell. Then Heroes and Villains was excellent because it was like the good and the bad. It was just like veterans playing once more. Now, Nicaragua was different, I will say that myself, but it wasn't a horrible season. I give Nicaragua a 2.5 out of 4. It was acceptable. I might watch it again in 5 years to remember who was on the show. And also, I just want to bring this out. Benry was a cool player. I'm not going to lie. Benry was a cool player. And I didn't talk much about Jimmy Johnson because I really didn't care about Jimmy Johnson being on the show. But we're going to have to see how Survivor 22, Survivor Redemption Island plays out. I'm excited. I hope to see some cast members like Russell Swan back. And I'm really hoping that they what they do is they pin people that... I hope to see Russell and Rob. I mean, I really hope that would happen, but I doubt it. Plus, they wouldn't even get very far. But the thing is, though, I'm really excited to see how this season's going to play out. So, Redemption Island. I'm hoping they're going to bring back some oldies and some goodies and some people that didn't really have a big enough chance to play. Well, that's pretty much it for Front Row Steve. I'm back. New setting, new look, new feel. I'm all ready. You guys are behind my DVDs. These are my loves, my homeboys. I love my DVDs, love my Blu-rays. Big respect to all you guys. Big respect to people who've been watching me. Watch my movie, my short film, Movie Central. Give me some feedback. I love the feedback. I'm Steve Pulaski. I say whatever comes to my mind, even though this is not Blog on Cam. It's going to start being part of the show. And, well, thanks again for watching. It's Front Row Steve out. Hope you guys enjoy the new show and the new set. And drop me some feedback. Like I said, thanks for watching. Stop if you haven't. I'll see you guys later. Bye.